Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga Etc. and I'm here to bring the review for LOH Manga Chapter 5. We start things off where we left off with last chapter with Kushong leading Serrain away, and we find out where he was leading her, and we in fact meet the team, his team of mages that he's been put, I'm guessing he put together himself, maybe not himself, but he started it off, and yeah, we find out that he wants to recruit Serrain to join this major his team of mages, and now it's not really said why he wants to do it, and I can't really figure out for myself why he'd want to do it. At first I thought it might be because he heard about her involvement with the nightmare with Serrain and Satoshi. I mean Satoshi took out a nightmare, but he knows Kushlong knows that it was Satoshi that did all the work there. So I don't really understand why he wants Serrain to join the team, because that would have been the only reason. Because yeah, he's unless he knows something that we don't know. But yeah, that's something that came to mind. But we meet the team. It's going to be a while before I know all the names off by heart. But I don't really need to mention anybody by name for this chapter. But what we do learn is that there's each member of the team specializes in a different element of magic. So fire, water. Well, technically, water is a compound, but hey, let's not get all scientific about it, and so and so forth. And they want Serrain to join as the light, the healer. So we learn that. So we learned that, and Serrain is willing to learn magic because she's still thinking about saving Satoshi, and she reckons that if she does learn magic, if she does become a light user, if she does become the healer, she will be able to save Satoshi when the time comes. So that's the first scene, I guess. And the second scene is a very short scene. We see Satoshi, and we just to see, just so we know as the audience that he escaped the danger that he was in. And I think he was in an alleyway somewhere, fairly injured, just wondering what happened to Serrain. Did she go back to the castle, or did she somehow manage to escape from her okay. So we go back to the main focus of the chapter, which is Serrain learning magic, and then we find out that beginner magic users need a weapon to harness magical powers. So we then go into Serrain picking her weapon, and it's during this time that we learn more to the dream. She's had a whole dream sequence. We start off learning the end of it, and now we're probably learning something that happens within the middle. And why I say within the middle is because during the dream seekers that we see within this chapter, they've already met. They're fairly familiar with each other. We can see feelings for one another, especially from the hero side of things, because we actually do see him blush. But it was during this dream sequence where Satoshi has come back from a 3-day hunt, and he has given a wand to Serrain, which she really likes. And because she's remembering that from her dream, she decides, yeah, a wand is what I need. Now, at first, I figured to myself, okay, so we're seeing this, and we know what's happening in real time. So I automatically thought to myself, okay, the dream's already been changed. But then upon thinking about it a bit more, maybe it hasn't. Maybe Serrain goes through multiple ones throughout now to when the dream takes place, and this is just the first one she ever has. So there is that to consider. Moving on to step two, we have an outfit change, because why not? Not really much to say about that. We did have Kushlong make the outfit. He actually sewed it and put it together, and that's just it's weird. I know there's men out there and they can sew, but that's naturally a female thing to do. So you would naturally think that a female character would do it. So yeah, it just threw me off a little just to see Kushlung do it, but he makes the outfit. Nothing much more to say about that. So then we go into step three, which is Kushlung teaching Serene how to use magic. Kushong as a teacher, he sucks. The audience can see that. The other members of his team can see that. And yeah, there's just something that's out there. His teaching method is just really just shouting at the person, or just talking to the person, not giving them much real instruction, and there's just that to it. At first, Serrain can't use magic; she has no talent for it. But as things go on, her determination to save Satoshi down the line enables her to unlock her magic potential. And I'm in the thinking that her magic potential comes from her mother's side of the family. I mentioned previously that the mother's absent. Why is the mother absent? Because I reckon she comes from Hyrokoyo and she has magical potential there. So after she figures out her magic, we find out about a nightmare that's attacking, and they go off to deal with this threat. So from this chapter, I'm assuming a couple of things. So Kushlong's team of mages is there to protect the city that they are currently in. I forgot the name of the city again. Names for me take me quite a bit long time to fully grasp. But whatever city they're in, I reckon this is where the team of mages protects. And that got me thinking about how big is this world of Hyrokoyo? Is it like planet size, or is it like the equivalent to what we consider a country? What kind of thing are we going for there, like in terms of the size of Hyrokoyo? But I'm thinking that it is going to be planetary size, and I don't assume that these mages protect the whole of Hyrokoyo, just the city that they're within. And I also do think so. We know that magic is a thing, but I don't think it's a big thing. I don't think it's a thing where loads of people have it. I think mages are a rarity within this series, and now this is the second nightmare to attack, so it's made me think that nightmare attacks are a common occurrence, and that led me to think what is causing the nightmares to surface, and then that's when I thought this could lead to the end game of the series, where there's some big bad person who creates nightmares, and they'll be able to create more sinister or just threatening or more powerful threats, and you have some underlings under him. But I reckon the cause of the nightmares will lead to the end game that I'm still wondering what it is. So yeah, that's everything I've got to say about this chapter. I'll give it a 3-star rating and call it a review. Of course, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.